Hey guys, welcome to Yoga-Barre-Sculpt. We are going to do a little bit of everything today, so I hope you are well rested and ready for a challenge. We are going to be using quite a few props today, so if you don't have these things, try to find something to modify with. I would suggest one heavy weight, two smaller weights, whether that be 1 or 2, maybe 3 pounds. One of these squishy balls, these Pilates balls. If you don't have one and you live in the Prince George area, I'm happy to rent them out to you. And then also a chair. So once you get all of those things, prepare. We're going to start off with a dynamic warm-up, a little bit of cardio to get the heart rate up and to get the blood flowing and to get our muscles nice and ready for our workout. So as you're ready, let's start with a gentle jog. Really simple. Just let your hands relax. Let your feet hop off of the ground. Another thing I should have mentioned is this workout is a lot funner with music. And I haven't yet figured out how to add music to YouTube, so throw on some music that motivates you and put a smile on your face and let's kill this thing. So start to pick up your feet just a little bit higher. There's a lot of lower body in this workout, so we want to make sure those quads are nice and warm, or hamstrings. So a couple more seconds here. We're going to take it into a deep side lunge with a leg raise and abduction. Let's go for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your feet really wide and then sink down nice and low. We're going to sweep our body over towards the right, lift the left leg up, lower it down, sweep over to the right, and switch. So deep squat, keep your hips low, and then raise your leg up. Deep squat, switch to the other side. So it's kind of like almost like a side lunge. You can do whatever you like with your hands. Try to keep your hips nice and low as you go through center. Good. Core is strong. A couple more seconds here. Nice and high with that leg raise. Let's go twice more each side. 1 more each side, you got it. Nice. And then come into a lunge position. You start with your right foot forward and your left foot back. We're going to lunge down and then warrior 3. So lunge down, warrior 3. Lunge down, back knee can tap the ground, warrior 3. Back knee taps, fingers to the floor, towards the floor, warrior 3. Inhale low, exhale spring high. 3 more. Use your breath, let's go for 2. Last one here. Come to standing switch sides. So right leg steps back. Find your lunge position. Take a breath in. Exhale, come up. Inhale to lunge. Exhale to warrior 3. Doesn't have to be your biggest warrior 3 of all time, but do your best. Nice long line of energy from your back toes to your fingertips. Almost there. Feeling that burn already, let's go 3 more. And 2, you got it. Last one. Good, come to standing, take your arms into kind of a cactus position. We're gonna take our knee towards our elbow, soften in the knees to start. You're gonna whip it across and tap, whip it across and tap. So you're facing forward. Excuse me. Your knees have your stabilizing knee has a soft bend. Just taking that knee across. Getting the obliques and the core nice and warm. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch. Opposite knee, opposite elbow. Soft bend in your stabilizing leg. Really whipping across in the center. You got it. Nice job. Keep it going. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish off with skips. So imagine you've got a skipping rope. You're hopping up and down. Relax your face, relax your shoulders. Start to go a little bit faster. Almost there. Get that heart rate up. Let's go for 10, 9. You got it, maybe a little higher. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Take water if you like, and then meet me in a standing position with your smaller weights. So we're going to stabilize ourselves and move into a Balancing posture as well as a chest press, a leg extension. So find your balance on your left foot. Your right knee is going to come up so the knee is about parallel to the floor. Take a breath in, reach your weights forward and kick your legs straight. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, bring the weights back to your chest. Find your focal point. Keep your shoulders rolled back and your chest open. Try to keep your hips in one plane. So from the side, you're just extending straight and drawing the knee back in, or the foot back in. Try not to let your hips move around too much. Keep the low belly pulled in. We got 5 more, 4 more. Good little pause at the top. 3, 2. On this last one, we're holding for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower it down. Give it a shake. Switch sides. So as you're ready, knee comes up, weights come towards the chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, extend and press. Inhale. Exhale, extend and press. So you're standing on one leg and you're kicking your opposite leg straight out in front of you. Shoulders might be starting to burn here. Doing great. Core stays strong. Smile. Try to keep your hips parallel to the ground. One knee might be more difficult to lift up as high as the other. That's okay. You got 5 more. 4, you're doing awesome. Let's go for 3. And 2. And 1. Hold here, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, let it go. Give it a quick little shake. Take your legs out to a nice wide position. Toes pointing out, weights by your hips. We're gonna bend our knees and bend our elbows at the same time. So bicep curl as we come into our little goddess squat. Inhale here, exhale down. Sorry, exhale all the way up. So at the top, we really want a full contraction, so you want to squeeze your butt. So a little side view. As you're doing this, try not to pop your butt out. You want to keep your spine nice and long. Keep your elbows by your ribs, so notice how my forearms or the upper arms are staying right where they are the whole time. Good work. Let's go 5 more. 4 more. You got it. 3, 2. On your last one, stay low. Keep your hips low and just bicep curls. So weights towards chest or towards shoulders rather. Keeping your tailbone pointing down. Your low belly drawn in. Let's go for 5, 4, 3. Get a little lower. 2, and 1. Good job. Coming up, you're gonna turn your toes forward. Just for a moment. And then you're gonna take your left toes out to the side. So your legs are in kind of a warrior 2 stance. Okay, so you can do this with or without weights. Let's try with weights, and then if it's too much, just let them go. So first bring them to your chest. So your hands are together. Let your right hip just move slightly to the right. Engage your core, and then lean your left shoulder down towards your left knee. Just to the amount that you feel your obliques really fire up, and make sure that your legs are active here. So we're gonna inhale the arms out wide into a T. As you exhale, bring them back together. Inhale, arms go into a T, making sure your right obliques are really fired on. Exhale, hands back to center. One more time like that, we're gonna add on. Good, hold here. Little tiny pulses with your torso closer towards your left knee. For 3, for 2, for 1. Hold, arms open into a T, big inhale. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring them in. One more time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring them in. Final time with those little pulses. So just a little bit past your edge and then back up. A little bit past your edge, back up. One more time. Bring yourself all the way up. Turn your left toes forward. Turn your right toes out. Little dip of your hips. And then keeping your core nice and strong, start to lean over towards your right. Legs are active. Obliques are working. Inhale, arms open to a T. Exhale, hands to the chest. Inhale, open to a T. Exhale, hands to the chest. Quads are working for you as well. Inhale, open. Exhale to the chest, pause. See if you take little tiny pulses. So it's your left obliques that are allowing you to move closer towards the leg and then back away. Closer and away. One more time. Hold, arms open. for 3, and 2, and 1. Whew, come all the way up, turn your toes in, let go of your weights. Give your hips a quick little shake, roll your shoulders, and then meet me on your mat. Your hands are going to be on the floor underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. Our first move is going to be with a bent knee. So we'll start with the right knee. We're going to bend the knee so the knee is in line with the hip, and the foot is kind of flexed and pointed at the same time. So we're going to take the knee towards the right shoulder. So you're compressing through the right side of your body, a little oblique crunch, and then bring it back to center. So your knee is in line with your hip, the sole of the foot is facing towards the sky. So it's a little oblique crunch, and then back to center. And back to center means your knee and your hip are in line with one another, and the sole of your foot is facing towards the sky. So it's a little oblique crunch, and then back. Oblique crunch, and back. Good. Keep the low belly drawn in the whole time. We got 5 more of these. Try to keep your knee nice and lifted. 4. Good. And 3. And 2. One more, one more. Okay, extend the leg back and extend it straight. Again, you can do a little point flex of the foot. You're gonna let the toes come down to the ground and then slowly lift the leg back up. So the leg's about in line with the hip. Lower down and lift up. Nothing else should be moving. Slow and controlled here. We're just really focusing on the glute, the core staying nice and stable. The hands are pressing into the ground. Inhale low, exhale high. Inhale low, exhale lift. Good. Couple more just like that, and then we're going to add on. Let's go for 3. Really feel that squeeze at the top. 2. On this last one, you're going to hold it up. Bend your knee. So again, the knee's in line with the hip. This time, flex your foot. And then try to bring your right knee over towards the right and turn your foot down to the left. So it's an external rotation, and then take an internal rotation. So you're taking your knee towards the left and your foot towards the right. So external and then internal. Just feel out what the range of motion is in your hips. One more time, and then we're going to make this a little bit more challenging. So find your external rotation, and then just take little pulses. So it's not a big movement, but your left butt cheek's probably feeling a little bit of a burn. Maybe your right butt cheek too. Keep your low belly drawn in. Let's continue the pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that internal rotation so your knee is pointing towards the left and your foot's pointing towards the right as best you can. And then pulse the leg up and up. Keeping the knee bent. Super challenging. Do your best. Little pulses. It won't be a very big amount of movement. That's great. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower the knee, take a brief child's pose, hips towards heels. You can roll your wrists one way and the other. Give yourself a little reverse flexion of your hands if you like. Give them a little shake. Then we're switching sides. So I'm just going to change my orientation so you can see on this side. So starting off with the left knee in line with the hip. The foot is flexed and pointed. We're going to start to bring the knee towards the right shoulder. So you're compressing through the left side of the body and then just coming back to that center position. Knee in line with the hip. Try to get the knee as high as you can, like you're touching the outside of your shoulder. So you're really having to squeeze those left obliques. Inhale here. Exhale here. You can turn your upper body a little bit. So you might see that my right shoulder is coming a little bit forward to bring the left shoulder a little bit closer towards the knee. That's fine. Let's go 5 more. You got it. Really get that knee to tap. 4 more. You got this. 3 more. 3 more. And 2. Last one. Whew. Good. Extend the leg straight. Let the toes come down to the floor. And then lift the leg up straight. Lower it down and lift it up. Lower it down and lift it up. So just being really mindful about the rest of your body here. Nothing else should really be moving. So try not to let the low back dip. Try to keep the low belly pulled in. Press down into your hands so you're not collapsing your chest. You can gaze down at the floor so the neck stays long on both sides. Keep breathing. Let's go 5 more. 4. And just little pulses, so your knees going a little higher, a little higher, a little higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Internal rotation, really awkward movement, but it's juicy. Little pulses of the inner knee towards the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, lower it down, take a child's pose, roll your wrist, take a nice deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Okay, now if you've got a heavier weight with you, grab that. If you don't, that's okay, you can use both of your lighter weights. And we come into a bridge position. So the feet are on the floor, just about hip distance apart, your knees are towards the sky, your shoulders are on the ground. You can do this without weights as well. You're gonna find your weights and put them over top of your hips. You're gonna do a hip thrust with a pause at the top and then a slow lower down. So deep inhale. As you exhale, shoot your hips up, hold, and then slow lower down, inhale. Exhale, shoot them up, hold, inhale, slow lower down. Exhale up, hold, and then inhale, slow lower down. So continue going at your own pace here. The main thing is that you want the contraction to be really big at the top and keep it squeezing, 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 and then slowly lower it down. As soon as the low back touches, shoot it back up. So nice and controlled movement. Working with your breath, really getting a nice pump on those glutes. Chin is off of the chest. You're keeping your focus nice and soft. Relax your jaw. Good. We're gonna go 5 more. Only 4 more. Let's go for 3. You got it. Really push it, hold it. Last 2. Nice job. On this last one, we're gonna hold up and just little pulses at the top. Little pulse. Squeeze, 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 squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh. Let your hips come down. Move your weight out of the way. Grab your squishy ball. You guys are doing awesome. So your squishy ball is going to go right in between your shoulder blades in the center of your upper back. We're going to move into our core circuit here. So prepare. Feet are on the ground just like they were a moment ago. The fingertips are behind the ears, so you can interlace your fingers together. As you breathe in, you're going to let your abdomen really expand. And as you exhale, let your abdomen contract. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift up. I really like this squishy ball because I find it works the top of the abs, the middle of the abs, and the lower as well. So do your best here. Try to keep your chin away from your chest. And if your neck gets fatigued here, really let the weight of your head be held in your hands. Every time you're lifting up, you're using a sharp exhale. And when you're coming up, you want to think about your ribs touching your hips, so it's a pretty forceful movement. You got only 4 more. Let's go for 3. And 2. On this last one, you're going to stay lifted and just little pulses at the top here. So again, like you're driving your belly button downwards, you're trying to get your bottom ribs to touch your hips. Good job. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll off of your ball, move it out of the way. You're going to do a single leg pull. So right foot's going to be on the ground, your left leg extends out. We're going to start off with the, no, we're not going to do a pull, I lied. Right elbow is extended out, so the hand's behind the head. Your left arm is just going to be out by the side. As you breathe in, prepare, get nice and long. As you exhale, your right elbow is going to come towards your left knee as your left leg lifts up. So inhale, the leg goes down, the elbow comes to the floor. Exhale, right elbow towards left knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come to center. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift up. leg should be coming about in line with your right knee. Doesn't need to go much higher. Try to really drive your belly button downwards. Feel your low back connect to the earth. Let's go 4 more on this side. Doing great. 3 more. Last 2, last 2. On this last one, we're staying up in just little pulses at the top. So the leg stays lifted. Think about getting your right shoulder off the ground, off the ground, off the ground. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. We're switching sides. So right leg extends, left hand is behind the head, right arm is out by the side, about 45 degrees out from the body, about give or take. Take a nice deep breath in, prepare, get long. Exhale, left elbow towards right knee. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. So it's kind of like a bicycle crunch idea where you're taking, one shoulder off the ground and taking the shoulder towards the opposite knee. But it's just a little bit of a different movement, of course. Really feeling those obliques and the core. Transverse abs working. Use that exhale. Doing great. Hope you're feeling this. I am feeling this. Let's go 5 more. Leg in line with the knee. 4 more, really get that left shoulder off the ground. Let's go for 3. And 2, drive your navel down. On this last one, hold and pulse and pulse. Little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Lower it down, give your knees a quick little squeeze. And then extend your legs up towards the sky. Let your hands come by your hips. I'm going to take little pulses up. So a little lift of your hips, little lift of your hips. Now, if you're familiar with this move and you've started to get a little bit more comfortable with it, we're going to add on. If this is new to you, stay with this. Try not to fling your legs. Mine are moving a little bit towards my face, but that's okay. You want to think about shooting your heels straight up. And if you want to add on, we're going to do a little corkscrew. So when you lift, rotate your hips over to one side and then to the other side. So lift and twist, lift and twist, lift and twist, lift and twist. Try not to use momentum. Don't cheat yourself. Good job. If you're doing the twist, let's go 2 more each side. 1 more each side. Good. Knees in. We're going to roll all the way up onto our hands and knees. Find your tabletop. Good. Just 1 stretch out. Inhale, soften the belly down. Lift the tail, lift the ground. As you exhale, come to center. Let your elbows come down to the ground. Come into a forearm plank. So your toes are underneath your heels. Your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Your tailbone's pointing back and the crown of your head is pointing forward. I'm going to pause here for a moment and then start to roll to the pinky edge side of one foot. The other arm is going to lift and then come through center, roll to the pinky edge side of your opposite foot, opposite arm lifts. You're just going to go side to side, so a little forearm plank through center and then side forearm plank. Now whatever variation feels most comfortable for your shoulders, with your bottom arm is fine. So the palm can be flat on the ground. You can be on the pinky edge side of your arm. Your fingers can be facing in the same direction as your nose, or they can be pointing forward. Okay, the next time that you roll to the pinky edge side of your left foot, I want you to stay, stack your hips, stack your feet if you can. Reach your right arm up into the air. Either stay here or lift your top leg up. Either stay here or elbow to knee. Extend, elbow to knee. Extend, elbow to knee. Twice more. Last one. Good. Coming through center, opposite side. Roll. You can stay. You can lift. Or you can start to take elbow to knee. You fall out of it, it's okay. Come back in as you're ready. Try to keep your hips far away from the ground. Let's go 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Good job. Roll to your forearm plank. Pause for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You got it. 3. What comes after 3? Oh yeah, 2 and 1. Lower your knees down. If you like a quick sip of water, go ahead and grab it. And then grab your chair and your squishy ball. Great job, everyone. Okay, so your chair is going to face towards, the seat is going to face away from you for the first bit. We're going to come into kind of a lunge position. So we'll start off with our right leg back. Your left knee is going to be bent. So it doesn't have to be the biggest lunge of all time, but just knee over ankle line, give or take. We're going to come into kind of a warrior 3 to lunge situation, kind of like we did for our warm-up. So you're going to let the back knee lower down, and then as you come up, straighten the top leg. As you lower down, both the knees can bend, and then up and straighten. So both knees bend, find your lunge, warrior 3. Both knees bend, warrior 3. Nice and slow and controlled. Good. When you're lifting, try to keep that top leg really straight. Now your bottom leg, your stabilizer, it doesn't need to go totally straight, but definitely keep it nice and active. Good. Try not to arch your back. Let the activation be your glute, not letting the low back sway. Okay, if this is feeling good for you, stay here. If you want to add on, when the leg lifts, so do the toes, left toes. So you come into a warrior 3 on your left tippy toes. Lowering the heel back down as you come back into the lunge, and then high onto the tippy toes as that right leg lifts. Good. Nice work. Let's go 5 more. 4. And 3. 2. On this last one, we're going to stay lifted. You can have the toes on the ground or not, and just little pulses. So your core is engaged, your top or your stabilizing heel is lifted if you like, or lower it down. Little pulses for 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower it down, find your squishy ball. We're going to work the same leg. So you're going to hold into the squishy ball behind your right calf and hamstring. You can use the chair just for a little bit of support. There's a little hinge from your hips, soft bend in your left knee. You're going to open the right knee out to the side, and then lower the knee down. You're squeezing this ball for dear life. Good. So a little raise up, and then knee to knee. Raise it up, knee to knee. Raise it up, knee to knee. Keep the squeeze of the ball. Soft bend in your stabilizing leg. Doing awesome. Just 3 more of these bad boys. And 2. On this last one, you're going to hold it and start to pulse, squeeze the ball. So little pulses, pull, 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 for 5 and 4, 3 and 2, 1. Squeeze as hard as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let go of the ball, we're switching sides right away. So your right leg is now your stabilizer, your left leg is going to step back. Find your lunge position, inhale. Exhale, warrior 3 variation. Inhale, the back toes come down, both of the knees bend. Exhale into your warrior 3. Keep an eye on your core. You want to make sure that that low belly is drawing in. Supporting the low back here. Keeping the chest nice and open, the shoulders rolled back. That top leg is as straight as you can get it when it lifts. Bottom leg doesn't need to be totally straight, but make sure it's active. You can stick with this, or you can start to lift your right heel up. Whew, I'm getting tired. Doing great. Any part of the pose is still the pose, so it doesn't need to look a certain way. Just do your best. Whew. We got 5 more. 4 more. Let's go for 3. Come on, come on. 2. On your last one, you're going to hold it, you guys. Hold it up. You can be on the toes or on the heel if you like, and just little pulses. squishy ball. Take it behind your left calf and hamstring. Soft bend in your right knee. The knees are side by side. Little hinge from your hips. Squeeze the ball. Lift the hip up or the knee up. Lower it down. Lift it up. Lower it down. Keep the squeeze of the ball. Doing awesome. Just 5 more of these. Keep squeezing the ball for dear life. 4 more. You got 3 more, 3 more. 2. On your last one, you're holding the ball up, you're squeezing it. So heel comes closer towards the butt. Little pulses for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Squeeze the ball for dear life. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lose the ball. Good job. Turn your chair so it's facing the opposite way now. So the seat of the chair is facing towards you. Final push here, guys. So you're going to step your right foot on the chair. If you've got a chair that's got a seat or a backrest, you can have your hands on the backrest for a little bit more balance. Actually, let's just start off with that. So let your hands come to the backrest. As you're ready, you're gonna lift your left leg up. Again, this warrior 3 variation. And then lower back down, slow and controlled. We're gonna do that just a couple of times. So launch up, and then lower down with control. Okay, straighten both of the legs, lower down with control. Okay, a couple more like that. Finding a focal point. Okay, let's go 2 more, just like that, nice and slow. Okay, now that you're a little bit more comfortable with how high we are on the chair, you're gonna bring your hands off of the chair. Your right elbow is gonna come towards your left knee. So if you wanna watch for a second, take a nice deep breath in. Your right foot is on the chair. As you exhale, the right knee, or the right elbow comes to the left knee. As you inhale, you come back down. Exhale, right elbow, left knee, inhale, back down. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. So the right foot is staying on the chair the whole time. You're taking the knee across to the left knee, coming back down slow and controlled. Try not to lower down with a thud. Just going to show from this angle. Okay, nice job. Keep that focal point. If you want to come back to what we were doing before, if you're just feeling a little bit unbalanced on the chair, that's fine. We're going to go 3 more. And 2. Last one, last one. Good, lower down, we're switching sides. Left foot on the chair, hands on the backrest. Take a breath in. As you exhale, warrior 3 variation. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. So keeping that heart rate up again. Aerobic exercise, such a great way to train the body. Cardiovascular system, overall health, so important. Let's go 3 more of these. 2 more, guys. Good, last one with this. Awesome, keep your left foot on the chair. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, whip it up and across. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up and across. So your left foot staying on the chair the whole time. Your right knee's coming across to the left elbow. You're lowering down with control. You've got this. This is our final little bit. Quads are working, glutes are working, core is working. Let's go 5 more, 4 more, 3, and 2. Last one, make it your best. Whew. Good job. All right, don't sit on the chair, but take your right ankle over top of your left thigh, and you can use the chair just for a little bit of support, some balance. Take a couple breaths, send those hips back. You can switch sides. Left ankle over top of right thigh. Nice job. You're going to do a hamstring stretch using the chair. So, as you are ready, you're going to come up. You're going to face your toes the same direction as your seat. So your calves are up towards the side the backrest of your chair. You're gonna hinge from your hips. Let your hands come down wherever they land. So you might be holding onto the backrest. You might be holding on to the sides of the chair. And for the first few moments, you can let your knees be bent. But over time, I want you to try to straighten them. So they don't need to go poker straight, but press the back of your knees away from your face. And try to think about your sitting bones lifting up towards the sky, tilting your pelvis so you're getting long through your low back. And then over time, maybe just bringing your hands maybe onto the seat of the chair or a little bit lower down. Good. Slowly you can bend your knees to peel yourself back up. Hold on to the seat if you like. And then come down for a sit. If you'd like to do a little bit more stretching, always suggested. If you'd like to take a little Shavasana, that's also amazing. My phone is about to die, so I'm going to cut this short. I can see it dying on me right now, so hopefully we caught the last little bit of this class. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you so much for practicing Yoga-Barre-Sculpt with me. If you like this class, please subscribe to this channel. Put a little thumbs up on the bottom underneath. You'll see a little thumbs up. Give me a thumbs